Ever wondered how businesses manage massive amounts of data effectively and efficiently? The answer lies in cloud computing. Cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet, replacing the traditional method of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers. It's like renting a house instead of buying one, where you pay for what you use and don't have to worry about maintenance. Its importance can't be overstated in the digital world. From storing and analyzing vast amounts of data to powering innovative apps, cloud computing plays a pivotal role in modern businesses. It offers flexibility, cost-effectiveness, and scalability, transforming the way businesses operate. Among the leading cloud service providers is Microsoft Azure. Azure provides a broad selection of services, including computing power, storage options, and networking capabilities. It's a one-stop solution for businesses looking to harness the power of the cloud. Stay tuned to discover the power of Microsoft Azure and cloud computing. Welcome back. Now let's delve into the world of Microsoft Azure. Azure is a comprehensive set of cloud services that developers and IT professionals use to build, deploy, and manage applications through Microsoft's global network of data centers. With Azure, you have the freedom to build and deploy wherever you want, using the tools, applications, and frameworks of your choice. Azure isn't just about delivering services like virtual machines or storage. It's a full-fledged platform offering a plethora of services ranging from machine learning to blockchain. But let's keep it simple for now and focus on its core features. Azure is known for its robust cloud computing capabilities. It allows businesses to scale up or down based on their needs, providing flexibility and cost-effectiveness. It's also recognized for its extensive data management solutions. From storage to analysis, Azure provides businesses with the tools they need to harness the power of data. Additionally, Azure provides a range of solutions for business analytics and intelligence, offering tools that turn data into actionable insights. It's not just about storing data, but about making that data work for you, helping you make informed business decisions. Azure is also about security. With advanced threat protection measures and a team of cybersecurity experts, Azure ensures your data is protected, offering peace of mind in a world where data breaches are becoming increasingly commonplace. Next, we'll explore how to create and manage resources in Azure. Azure offers an array of services. So how do you create and manage resources in Azure? Well, there's a multitude of ways to go about it. Let's start with the Azure portal, a user-friendly web-based console that provides an easy way to create, manage, and monitor Azure resources. Just log in, navigate to the resource you need, and follow the prompts. It's as simple as that. But what if you need to automate tasks or manage resources at scale? Enter Azure PowerShell and Azure CLI, two powerful command line tools that can help you get the job done. Azure PowerShell is a scripting environment that you can use to control and automate the administration of Azure resources. It's built on the .NET framework and is perfect for those who are already familiar with PowerShell scripting. On the other hand, Azure CLI, or Command Line Interface, is a cross-platform tool that's designed to manage and administer Azure resources. It's particularly useful if you're working in a Unix or Linux environment. Let's put this into perspective with an example. Imagine you want to create a virtual machine. In the Azure portal, you'd navigate to the Virtual Machines section, click on Add, and fill in the required details. With Azure PowerShell or Azure CLI, you'd write a script with a series of commands to create and configure the virtual machine, which could then be reused or modified as needed. But remember, creating resources is just half the battle. You also need to manage them effectively. This includes monitoring their performance, scaling them up or down based on demand, configuring settings, and more. Thankfully, all of these can be accomplished through the Azure portal, Azure PowerShell, and Azure CLI. Mastering resource management is a crucial step in harnessing the power of Azure. But what about data storage? Data is the lifeblood of any organization. How does Azure handle data storage? Well, Azure offers a handful of storage services that cater to different needs. Let's dive into it. First off, we have blob storage. Blob, or binary large object, storage is used for storing massive amounts of unstructured data. Think of documents, log files, media files, and so on. You could use blob storage for things like serving images or documents directly to a browser, storing files for distributed access, or even backing up data. Next up, we have file storage. This service is used for managing and storing file data in the cloud, similar to a traditional file system. Azure File Storage allows applications running in Azure to share files between them using standard protocols like the server message block. It's like your virtual file cabinet, neatly organizing all your files in one place. Lastly, we have queue storage. Queue storage is a service for storing large numbers of messages that can be accessed from anywhere in the world. It's essentially a service for your applications to communicate asynchronously. For example, it can be used to create a backlog of work and to pass messages between different Azure web roles. In conclusion, Azure's storage services are designed to meet diverse data storage needs. They ensure your data is safe, secure, and accessible. But that's not all Azure has to offer. In the digital age, security is paramount. How does Azure ensure your data is protected? Azure's robust networking and security features are designed to safeguard your data. At the forefront, Azure uses firewalls. These serve as a barrier between your data and potential threats, controlling network traffic and blocking unauthorized access based on security rules. But that's not all. Azure also employs virtual networks. These are isolated private environments in the Azure cloud where you can launch resources in a virtual network defined by you. It's like having your own personal bubble in the cloud. Moreover, Azure also uses encryption. Data encryption in Azure is used to enhance the security of data, especially classified information. It converts data into a code to prevent unauthorized access. And guess what? Azure manages these features seamlessly, ensuring that your focus stays on your work and not on security concerns. With Azure, your data security is a priority. Isn't that impressive? We've covered a lot about Microsoft Azure. Let's quickly recap. We started off with an introduction to cloud computing, where we explored how this technology is transforming the way we store, manage, and process data. Following this, we dove into Microsoft Azure, one of the leading cloud platforms in the market, discussing its features and capabilities. We then walked through the process of creating and managing resources in Azure, highlighting the flexibility and scalability that Azure provides. Next, we delved into Azure Storage Services, a critical component of cloud computing, showcasing how Azure's diverse storage options cater to different needs and scenarios. Finally, we touched on Azure networking and security, emphasizing how Azure's robust security measures safeguard your data and applications. We also highlighted how Azure's networking capabilities enable seamless connectivity and data transfer. Remember, mastering Azure is a journey, so keep exploring and learning. Until next time, keep soaring in the cloud.